Alright, toy fans. So I'm here with another one of these builds. So this is oof. I got this on eBay. It was fairly cheap. Well, I say cheap. It was probably more than the actual retail price. But I had been searching for this. I passed it up, found it a couple times in the past, passed it up, and then never could find it again. So I had to get it online. The first guy I got it from, he canceled it on me, said it was no longer available. I'm like, oh my goodness. And then second guy finally got it, but I mean, this poor box, it's looking kind of rough. Now it says it's sealed and it looks sealed, but it sounds like it's in shambles. So at this point, all I can do is just put this one together and see what we got, right? Let's do that, shall we? It's a good thing, like at this point, seeing that the sides are all done as well is usually a good indicator that, yeah, this is a complete set. So we're gonna take this. Ah, looky there. So, even though this thing is all beat up, been crushed and destroyed, I'd say this might be a complete set. So let's go ahead and open all this up. Open this one up as well. And yeah, let's get to building, shall we? Let's take a look. So we got our Steve here. So Steve, he's gonna, right here, put his head on. Boom. Ah, and he's got an enchanted axe. I got an enchanted axe. I'm still not sure about this face. I think that's like, is it a mask? Is it worried crying? I'd have to check that out. I don't think I've seen too much info on that one. But I got this for a few things. One, desert biome. B, has a camel. Camel cracks me up. But there were some other things like the Phantom glider and just some cool stuff. I was like, hey, there's some pretty awesome build stuff with this. So let's put this stuff together. Let's check it all out and see how it's gonna roll. It's gonna go here, and then we got this really cool camel head piece. I like that. Boom. Starting to get ourselves a camel. And then we're gonna go up one more right here. And then we've got these, let's see, one on the end, and then two of these 1x2 jumper plates. One and two. Boom. And we've got a, let's see, a tile here and a plate here. So we'll put a plate right there, tile right here. Then we've got a 1x1 plate, and then we should have, I believe it's gonna go like this, a little camel nostril, like a little camel mouth. Looky there, isn't that cute? Alright, so got ourselves a little camel, and now we're gonna make our little phantom flyer. So this is cool. This gets two of these 1x3 reverse plates. So one, two, I should say reverse tiles, because they're tiles on one end with a little pinhole, and then you got the studs on the back side. So we've had the anti-studs. Okay, so let's see. Then we're gonna put this on here, and then another one of those 1x2 plates with the bars on it. We get another one of these. Well, we get a 2x3 tile, and then we're going to be putting these flag tiles on each end. So we got some new monsters and creatures for the desert part of the biome that I'm wanting to create. So this is pretty cool. I mean, granted, there's not a lot here. There didn't have to be a lot here. but what we do have, pretty worthy stuff. Now it says, maybe it's this one. There we go. Let's say I know that we got one piece that's got eyes on it. Pop right there. Then we'll do this back piece here. And we got one more tile for the tail. Isn't that cool? Alright. Got one here. So that's a radar dish that's in clear with a piece. That's going to fit right into there. Come down and attack Steve. Alright. Now let's see what else we got. I'll kind of move that down like that. Let's see, we've got this. We're going to go with one jumper plate, 1x2 or 2x2 jumper plates, 2. And then we got a 3 right here. And then a 2x4 jumper plate. That looks like we're going with 1x1 bricks with 1x1 round plates. And we're building 2 of these little columns here, which is pretty cool. Putting the black plates on the little bricks. Brown bricks make some columns. And then we need to go 1 and 2. And then a little plate on the bottom. One goes there. And then we'll put that one on the bottom there. This goes on the bottom here. One right there. Okay, now looks like we've got a 2x6, a 1x6, a 2x6, and a 1x6, and then a 4x6. That looks like it's supposed to fit right onto here, and I believe it's going to fit right into here. So here and here. Boom. Nice little tent area there. Pretty cool. Alright, now we're going to start this. This goes on the end here. It's going to fit right into here. And we've got little, it's like a water trough piece. And then we've got our place right here for our plant. So we've got a desert biome plant piece there. Pretty cool. I got some in tan, so I'll be kind of switching out and having tan every once in a while, and then some coyote, I guess, or like burnt sienna. And then we got our 1x1 round plate, and this is the new way that we're making the campfires, which I like. So one flame piece and another little flame piece here, just like that, and that'll go right here on the end. Boom. And then we get a crafting table. So this is my first time getting a crafting table. So I'm actually quite excited about this one. I need to get a set that's got like a furnace, because that's another one that I need to get. But we do have a crafting table that's going to go right over here. I'm going to put it with the actual piece out, just like that. And then we're building, it looks like a cactus. This is a new style cactus. Now we just put together recently, like we had in the, I think the Illager set, we put together a cactus that was similar to this. But we also did the dungeon set, an old one from like, was it 2021 or 2018, that had the bracket plates that went on there. So that's something to keep in mind. This is a new kind of build for our cactus. That's going to go right over here. And then we got a few little pieces left over here. So yeah, we do actually have a complete set. And I was concerned about it. I was like, well, do I really have the whole set or not? Because I mean, it sounded like it was pretty rough. You know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to take one of these, stick it under there, fit it to there. There we go. So we got our flying phantom there. So, yeah, that's it. You talk about, I mean, that's a quick build. That's less than 10 minutes, 75 pieces. But I gotta admit, I passed this up for a long time. I was like, doesn't really, doesn't really fit my needs, I could say. Looky there. Oh my goodness. Taylor, you klutz, man. Well, I'll have to find that part. Oh my goodness, I've had this thing for less than 10 minutes, and I've already lost a part. Oy vey. You know, that's me. That's me. I'm not gonna lie. That's kind of how I do things sometimes, I guess. I'm going to mess it up somehow, some way, somehow. But yeah, man, look at that. That's a pretty cool set. I'm missing the stand portion for that. I know it's somewhere down here. I just had to kind of look for it. It popped off somewhere. But other than that, that is pretty cool. I dig that one quite a bit. All right. Listen, hey, if you haven't subscribed, you should subscribe. Hit that bell for notifications. Be alerted. Anything comes from me to you. Comment down below. Do you like this? You think it's worthwhile? There's some really good building parts. And I got a camel. That's kind of like one of those things. I was really wanting a camel. I already have this figure. Not really too excited about that, but crafting table, camel, another cactus, this flying phantom, desert biome stuff. Like, to me, all of this stuff is kind of worth it. So I'm digging that. And I got an extra piece if I ever decide to try to make another camel. I probably can. So yeah, I like it. I think it's fun. Yeah, comment. What's your favorite part of this? What part do you like? What part do you think is like, yeah, it's okay? How would you rebuild it if you're going to rebuild it? You know, I'll probably figure out some way to fit this in with the Illager Attack or the Illager Patrol set, you know, and get some more tan plates to build out some more of the desert biome stuff. Wait on some other sets so I can figure out how everything's going to tie together. But yeah, I'm digging this. Digging this quite a bit. Hey, thank you all for showing up. I'll probably, you know, I think I'll have a little link down there if you decide that you want to get this. You can get it in the shop. I'll put a link there. Those little commissions, they do help out quite a bit. It's not a lot, but it's stuff that kind of helps keep, you know, the pricing at a minimum and keeps me from having to spend too much on these, which I do spend quite a bit. And hopefully it's stuff that's going to help you on deciding on whether you want to get this or not. I got mine for about $13, $14. I probably wouldn't spend more than that, but I have seen some sellers, because it is retired, I've seen some sellers really push that limit and ask for quite a bit, so it's something to keep in mind. Some good building stuff in here. I'm just not sure if it's anything outside the $15 mark, if it's really that worthwhile or not. So it's just something to keep in mind. Hey, thank you all for showing up. I appreciate you. Hey, I love you all. Jesus loves you more. There's nothing you can do about it. Good luck with the build. Happy brick hunting.